to another episode of Mama Bree's Cooking and Recipes. I am currently in the process of making some steak and tater soup. I have onions chopped up. I fixed to take this. This is like my favorite kind of cheap steaks to get because you can get 4 for $20 at Safeway or Albertsons or I don't know, but that brand of store, you get 4 for $20 of these steaks, and they do pretty good for these soups or stir fries or anything like that. I've used them in beef stir fry too, but it's really good for steak and tater soup, so that is what I am doing. I have my bacon grease that I made the other day. I'm fixing to take out a nice amount and start sauteing up the onions. And when that is done, I'll add in some potatoes and let those saute for a minute, and then I'll add in the steak, just brown real quick, because it'll finish cooking in the soup and it'll be really tender and really good. I would say I put about 2 small onions or like a large onion in there and just chopped it up. Don't care how, just chopped. Smaller pieces, bigger pieces. I like onions, so if you want it smaller pieced than this, then go ahead. But just chop some onion, and bacon grease is in there, and it's going to start sauteing. I'm going to go chop up my washed potatoes, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got cut up potatoes, and the onions are nice and getting ready for potatoes. I'm fixing to toss the potatoes in. Potatoes are in, and I sauteed everything around and made sure to get the potatoes all coated in bacon grease so that they can saute for a minute while I cut up the steaks, and I will be right back. Okay, I added in my cut up steak and a couple of spoonfuls of minced garlic, and I'm going to brown the steak, and then once the steak is browned, I will add in my broth and a can of cream of mushroom soup. Okay, I've added in salt and pepper, some Lawry's seasoned salt, some chili powder, and more garlic, because you just can't go wrong with garlic. So a little bit more garlic powder. I'm letting that cook down for a minute, and then I'm going to pour in a little bit of red cooking wine before adding in the broth and the cream mushroom. And I'm also going to thicken it up and cheat with a packet of instant potatoes so that it will be a nice thick consistency. So I will show you more when I get further steps done. I added about maybe like a 1/4 cup of red cooking wine. Now it's going to the glaze. Off that pan. And then I'll be adding in the broth and cream mushroom soup. Oh, and I'm also adding in okra and peas and carrots for veggies in the soup. Okay, so far I have put in 8 cups of water, 8 bouillon cubes, the can of cream and mushroom. As you can see, this is a little chunky. It'll take a moment to break down into this when it starts to warm up. And I'm going to add in a can of milk, then some mashed potatoes, some bay leaves, and the veggies. And I'll show you what we're looking like at that point. Alright, pot is running full. Usually, I don't make like this much, but it's just how it went today. But I do make a lot of potfuls, just not usually this full. This is really full. This could be a little bit of a pain in the butt to cook down for a minute, but once it cooks down, it'll be really, really good, and it'll have a nice thick broth with the added of the instant mashed potatoes, the okra, and peas and carrots, steak and potatoes. Oh, and cream mushroom helps to thicken it up just a little bit too with milk. So I'm just gonna let this cook down and simmer until everything is done. And I will show you my bowl when it's all done in my bite. Alright, y'all, this is the scary part because it is so rimming full. I've even tried to drink down some of the broth because it's so good, but it is so rimming full. I've got to like turn it down to like, I had it on 5, but now I just turned it down to 4 because it was getting a little too riley there with the bubbles. But I needed to cook down for like at least 30 minutes. I think maybe that might be a good temperature to have it at is 4. So it bubbles but without bubbling over. I might need to turn it down just a little more. Whoopsie. Wish me luck that this does not make a mess. I'm just kidding. I should have this. I've made this pot full like this before. I just don't do it all the time because it's a pain in the butt to cook when I do it. But it happens sometimes on accident. It looks like it's actually doing pretty good on the 4, so it's probably where we're going to leave it at for now. Alright, come back when it's all cooked down and some of this broth has thickened up and it's not so full. But it'll still be pretty quite full. When I'm ready to dish bowls. Yeah. Alright, y'all, this is what it looks like. Nice thick consistency. Good portion. Good color. Now I'm going to dish me a bowl and put cheese and sour cream in it. Here's my beautiful bowl of potato soup with steak and peas and carrots and okra and some sour cream and cheese. I'm so excited to go eat this. Look how good that looks. Yum. Such an easy meal too.